guys, my name is Sarah.
And my name is Sharon, and welcome back to Cake Dealers KE, where we bake and tell.
So, today, let us just talk.
Hi. You don't even want to say hi. Even though we've already said hi.
You look nice. You look nice.
And purple is your cara.
Every single time you're telling me that, you just want me to tone down from the pink, the usual pink. But
probably
fine. It's fine.
Probably it is time.
Anyway, so let's talk customer service today.
Yes.
Sharon has had an ick. By the way, the fact that anything that anaona on social media that inamfanya anasikia to these people are just giving bad customer service, she's just sharing. And I get it because, and you know, sometimes even in other businesses, ukipata bad customer service, you're just like, not
you
even
get
worth
very
my
mad.
money,
Yeah.
You know, hata fadhali angekosa kuniuze and all that. So, recently, she saw someone who... You shared that video. And someone was complaining about customer service. And this person even, in fact, alisema, si lazima mkwe kwa business. How kuforsiwa? You're not forced in business.
Yeah.
So why are you giving out and dishing out, you know, bad customer service? So yeah. Anyway, so that is the topic today.
For today, yeah.
Yes.
It will rub some of you very wrong. And if it rubs you very wrong, you need to ask yourself a few questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sharon said she thinks she's good in customer service. I don't know. I will tell you what I'm thinking. I don't know why. But yeah. So essentially, I think what we should start with is in business, you should set a certain standard of expectation from your client from the onset.
So from the beginning.
From the beginning, so that at the end of the day, you don't end up introducing something absurd, not absurd really, but something and people will just be like, you should have done it before, you know. And as I have already shared before, I think for me, delivery was, I used to give people, like I used to deliver for free. Because I mean, delivery at that time to town was like 150 shillings. So I was like,
Nakuru.
And I'm starting, And I'm
Please mention Nakuru.
Yes, it was in Nakuru.
It is in Nakuru still, yeah.
But you know, it's not 150, it's 300 to deliver to town. But I say maybe January end of the world. So yeah. Anyway, so now I decided later on, I'm like, I have so many orders, I can't keep on dishing out this money. And then also it's iliongezeka from 150 to 200 to 50. Now we are at 300. So it was really hard for me to convince my clients, wale wa kitambo, why saizi wanachajiwa delivery, you know,
but at 300.
Yes, but from then hadi ikafika point nikaandikanga kwa my bio ya Instagram. It was very crucial because also I guess from Nakuru people didn't used to understand why I'm being charged delivery. I still also get very weird questions till date, but it was a thing. Like it was a thing with our town, at least Nairobi kidogo. But yeah, so I feel like now with that, you set standards so that eventually usikuje kubombardwa tuna, you know, some interesting things that you have introduced alafu ziwafukuze.
True.
And I feel like for me, I think it will start with like very simple things. Have a menu. You know, because we don't have a menu.
List. Yeah.
They don't have a price
list. They
list.
don't wanakutumia hivi as a text.
Yeah. We offer vanilla, blueberries,
at this amount.
Yeah. And it is very professional, like when you have a price list, mtu skim through, anaona like you've put so much thought into it and whatnot. So, and also it guides your client better.
Yeah.
So you don't have to explain. You know now 1 kg, kama mimi my 1 kg, it's not, you can't multiply times 2. Yangu have already discounted for you so that you don't ask me for discount. So you have just to skim it through 1 kg ni 1.5 2 kg and all that. So I feel just start with a menu, a price list, and with the menu, remember Sharon was saying that hata kuna vitu zenye alitoa from her menu because she was like, I don't even bake this.
I have never baked this. Yeah. Every year, every January, I take it as a month to do many of my admin things that, you know, when the year starts taking momentum, you forget these things. Like they go back to back in the banner. If you need to adjust your prices, adjust them in that January. If you need to add any more flavors you've introduced during the year, add them. The ones you need to remove them. And anything you need to change that year, change it and implement ways to communicate to your clients about that in January.
Yeah.
So this month, next month, take time. If you're a beginner baker, you lay your foundations now from the beginning. Don't just take it as a hobby. Actually, I'm baking. I bake for friends. I bake for my neighbors. So I really don't need to, if your plan is going large scale, not per se large scale, but to sell for a profit, then you need to start setting down things with your clients in regards to customer service. No, I remember, Sarah, one day you told me there's a person who chose you specifically to bake for her. Was it a wedding cake?
Yes.
Because Sarah sent her a price list, informed her she has a contract. The things that you do before mwanze kuongea about prices, those things are very important in setting your business apart from many other things. So it's important to start professionally, despite how small it may look. You can go to Word on your computer, ama kwa cyber, ama kwa simu, make a table and start listing. And you do not have to have all the flavors in this world. No, like currently mali nimefika, I actually add combination of flavors to my menu, unlike kuongeza a whole other flavor that I know. I remember I used to have milky cake. I used to have I can't even remember those flavors, and you will never make in your life. But if I go to my menu right now, I can tell you I've baked this, all of them I have ever baked. So I don't need to remove them because they're cakes that I've baked 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So ziko hapo kwa. You do not need every flavor in the world. You can even specialize in 6 and say I offer 6 flavors. So that for just guidance, usikwe all over, you want to do everything at a go as you begin. So offer your clients, let them have set up expectations. Mwanzo. If you're not willing to keep on delivering cakes by yourself, start introducing your clients to delivery charges immediately.
Because at the end of the day, there's, I remember there's a client who asked me, like, why don't you deliver? There's this girl who usually is a baker and she delivers. And I'm like, okay, now, assuming in a month I have 60 cakes, ebu fanya tu 60 times 300 shillings. Sindakuwa nawafanyia nyi kazi wa kudeliver. So it doesn't make sense. It beats the purpose. And also even me delivering myself, I don't even understand how you can deliver. Me, Sharon, when she used to deliver, I used to wonder. Let me clarify why I was delivering. I used to charge according to how Uber would charge. But I took it as a niche. I was like, but by then, I think I was comfortable with it because I was still charging delivery. And again, I liked it because I was meeting my clients face to face. So for me at first, I liked the fact that I get to know my clients. And then I took it as a niche. Like, it's okay, let me meet the clients in person. They get to know me. I get to know them. So I liked that season when I did that. But I sat back. When I learned that in costing, you have to also cost wear and tear. That is when things changed. I was like, because I know Nairobi. I know. And I know Paka Mwingi, I don't know where. I know. At the end of the day, you have to separate. Ukwe na independence ya hiyo. Like kama mimi kwa contract, kwa my terms and conditions, I said like the delivery guy is an independent contractor. So whatever you do with your delivery guy is none of my business, because I also feel like some clients think that iyo pesa pia inakujanga kwangu ya delivery. So mimi stay kujua, mukishajua, it's also a risk that you're also taking. You're not coming for the cake. So I'll tell you, I have this Uber guy I trust. Now you can give him the job, but now akiharibu ama anything, it's not on me. It is on you completely, So I feel like that is way important. And also, considering peer, especially I see this on wedding cakes. When a client, I don't know if I can manage to do that. Clients wengi wanakulizanga, how much do you charge a wedding cake?
It's very vague.
And I'm like, hey, sasa ndakwanzia. Because me now even came up with a questionnaire, because I told, like, there's somebody who wants a fruit cake. For me, my fruit cake is very like pricey compare na ya mwingine. So normal cakes. And then there's someone mwenye deliver to Naivasha. There's somebody who wants me to deliver CBD.
Someone wants
different.
Cream.
Fondant. And then so having that price list ikikuwa very rigid, like umepeana ikiwa hivi ni hii price. I don't know how it works. I think somebody should come and tell us, because I've seen people having that.
What?
Like a price list their wedding.
Oh,
yeah, they say
you can actually have like a package. If you want this flavor, this size, this cream, it's this amount. They have already something fixed. So if you add on to it, money unaongeza pesa.
Okay. Okay. Anyway,
so another thing I would like to talk about in customer service is, if you complain you get bare minimum clients, you're the one who's attracting bare minimum clients. You need to sit back, reflect, and see where the mistake is.
Yeah,
we hold live TikTok lives often, me and you, and we see how people respond to other people's prices. When you say, oh, me, my 1 kg is this amount. And then Sarah is in Nakuru. How much do you charge your 1 kg cake?
Depends. It depends, but
vanilla bare minimum.
Vanilla is 2,500.
2,500. Na kuna mwingine atasema, mimi watu wangu hawatalipa 2,500. Yeah. But because it stems from how you speak to your clients, how you look for your clients. Client mwenye uli attract na 1,500 ataambia client wa 1,500. Huyu wa 1,500 ataleta mwingine wa your circle of clients are bare minimum clients. Not in bad, it's not in a bad way.
I get it.
It's not in a bad way, because we've been having a conversation with Sarah at the back. Unfortunately, this might rub very many people wrong, but it's important to have these conversations so that we also understand that you cannot put a WhatsApp status telling your clients, kama ulioda nikumbushe. Literally WhatsApp status umeandika, kama ulioda keki na mimi nikumbushe kwa sababu nimesahau keki zingine. How? You don't have a list? For me, I think I have a reminder. The moment umelipa deposit, hata kama niko juu ya mti, wacha nimalize kwanza, wacha niandike kwanza hiyo nini,
and it's
so that I can continue.
It's a really good habit that Sharon has kept me.
Especially December.
Let me tell you,
hata kama ni 1 boba milk, hata kama ni 6 cupcakes.
And I feel like it's easy for me to go on Google, on my calendar, and write, other than writing physically.
Exactly.
Physically, lazima utafute kitabu, uanze kuandika details, but for my calendar, it's
reminder
so easy.
Time and when you want to be reminded, you know?
So I picked up, like, because hata mimi, I even have an order book, and then napata like 1 month nimeeka. 1 month nimeandika vizuri, then the other month hata hakuna yenye niliandika, and saa zingine I will forget orders. And in as much as clients, aki Mungu tu alikuwa ananisaidia, either client atakuuliza the day before, how is my cake going? And I'm like, hata sijaanza, but you're like, it is good, it is good. But hata nikusahau ulikuwa umesahau. And it has saved me a lot, especially this December. Not that I didn't forget some cakes. I did. And mostly last minute.
It's Mimi. And I remember there were 2 orders that were paid on the same day, around the same time. I think I was very busy in the bakery. Nikasema nitashughulikia. Do you know, I remembered them. Sale tushafunga shop. So to cakes are for the next, I think the day after, on Saturday. But the bake day, I forgot, so we didn't bake it. We didn't bake the 2 cakes. But good thing, so I woke up earlier on Friday to bake them cool, so that we can decorate all of them. But you see the importance of writing down your orders.
Very important.
Because let me put myself in a class. I don't know.
True.
Maybe pia ni caliber of people. You know, you'll attract a different caliber of people. Because me as a client, if I see you, hata mtu mwenye anashona nguo ama anauza nguo, let me talk, hata mtu wa, I don't know where, what can I say, mtu wa butcher, nyama zinaribika hapa mkujie nyama, ama, I don't know how to phrase it, but you as a baker, talking to your clients kwa status,
wewe ungekuwa client, would you like to be addressed the way you are addressing your clients? You know, and also
I was disappointed, by the way, with very many. No, let's learn how to separate your life and your
I remember, I think
business.
There's one time I had to do that on a status. Did I? No, I didn't. What happened? My phone got stolen. So now I was wondering now later, what will I have done if I had not recovered my phone.
Beauty of Google,
like,
of saving it on your calendar. Your calendar is attached to Google. If you buy a new phone, put your Google account, everything comes just back. Okay. Your orders.
So I was just wondering, now what will I have done? Because I had not written, first of all, I had not written anywhere, leave alone even Google. My WhatsApp was my only order book. So,
which I know very many people, that's what we do.
And I feel like just doing it in the calendar and not forgetting. Thank God in December I had like plenty of cakes that hata ningesahau, I will simply pick a cake, which was like mostly zilikuanga vanilla na fillings tofauti, and I just decorate. But at the same time, I just didn't like it. Like nimesahau. I would prefer me baking a cake, and also this has happened to me so many times. So you find watu wawili nataka wanitumie deposit ya 2400, maybe moja anatuma, and I assume watu wawili wametuma, so I bake 2 cakes, and it has happened to me twice. I was just like, I think I need prayers.
I also remember before I also started doing the Google one, the Google calendar, I used to bake day asubuhi na kaa chini na search date. Weekend ni 24th na search 24th. Now I start writing down the people who've bought and the flavors and whatever, and which I feel is not. Anyway, the whole of this thing is about how you speak to your clients. Be very professional. Itafika mahali you will want high paying clients, which they are. Kuna target market. If you ever want to change your target market to other people, how are you going to be telling your people how do you expect a high paying client angalia WhatsApp yako ndo akutumia mimi nilituma nini? Mnafanya kazi kama inakuwa kama sokoni.
And at the end of the day, kama mimi siangalia WhatsApp status ya mtu baby, it's very rare. Nikiangalia WhatsApp status, it's very rare. So kama unaninform na status zaki utaumia because I won't check your status.
So in general, us bakers should really improve on how we communicate to our clients. I hope we are in tune with that. Stop being, and I think stop taking it as sini clients wangu, and then you post. I didn't like the fact that you post another baker's work to your clients, telling them, are you seeing how I am being cheap? You see this
you
baker
appreciate me.
What if the baker's flavor was very complex and the cream was buttercream?
Yeah, it was buttercream.
And then you compare and say they are the same thing. I don't think that is how you should be speaking to your clients, or maybe that is how your clients like to be spoken to.
The main reason why, of late I've been wondering, if you can compare like businesses ya sahi na business ya kitambo. Assume right now you want to go to a tailor. Squeezy, you have seen tailors, or rather people who with skill jobs. Unaona hizi jobs zetu za bakery za mkono tu. People used to take it for hata kitambo bakers, maybe ungeenda kwa nyumba yake ama it was just a job. And I think how you portray yourself out there is how people will
perceive you.
Yes. So now when ukiwa na hako and professionalism, people will take all bakers like that. So people are like, even baking is not a serious job. It's the same thing even right now. You find like kuna like a tailor shop unaenda unapata like kuna reception, kuna anakuambia this and this and this, and you're like, oh wow, umejipanga.
You feel even confident.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing even like after I told you, like after even doing the whole cake studio, when people now come and sit down there and you're like, oh wow, we can see now, at least now.
I also get that. I also get that when clients come walking in, I'm like, oh, so it's a whole thing.
Yeah,
like, what do you mean?
It's a whole thing, because people are like, so I think the way you just carry them yourself is how people will perceive even this profession at the end of the day. No maana unasikianga mtu akisema bakers hamjasoma, bakers mjafanya, and you're like, oh, a whole engineer is a baker. A whole advocate is a baker. You see,
if we were bakers, bakers alone in your status, ukipost vitu hizo, very well and good. But let's try and tuanze mwaka na professionalism. Kama si kitu yenye inahusu clients, do not post. Kama si kitu yenye,
na kama inakuwasha sana, separate your business and your personal account. Ndio where you write your personal account whatever you want, and then on business watch it what.
Yes.
So another thing will be, I will advise people to have design limits. So not every Pinterest cake can be done. Not every AI cake can be done.
AI.
So wewe umeona drips za gold, luscious drips za gold, and you're like, yes, I can do it. Client anakuja kufanya what I ordered versus what I got. And truly, you truly know that this cannot be done. So I feel like you can just advise your client, you're like, you know what? This cannot be done. I can do something close to this. This is what will change. This is, you see, like,
let them have expectations of.
And it's very important so that usiji peane huko nje kama unaweza fanya keki and then you charge and then
sayo mko na conversation for WhatsApp. You can do it, yes.
And you have to inform me kwanza mimi, like mtu akinitumia keki za
AI.
Hata si AI, even easy normal cakes too, mtu ametoa wherever and then iko na maybe picture and I can tell this is not edible print, this is paper print. I usually inform them, just note this is paper print, this is not edible print. Will you want paper print or edible print? Maybe I semi edible. I'll be like, okay, now some things will change. It will not look the same way, but this and this ita change. Because it is like sawa, you know. Then kuna mtu mwenye pia unaweza mwambia, anakuambia color. You're like, I can't find this color na whipping cream, but it will look like this. Na kama unataka, maybe we do buttercream. You see, you explaining to a client to understand.
Instead of making whipping cream red,
and it is bitter, and you know.
I'd really like these bakers who use whipping cream with black. I want to taste theirs. I don't want to make for myself and taste. I want to taste their whipping cream. Munilete, we taste.
Tuta order one of these fine few days.
So it's important for you to inform clients akikutumia something, but you know it's unachievable. Just let them have an expectation. Tell them, this cake, if you want us to achieve this cake, this is what is going to happen. If it's an AI cake, mention. What you can do is just inform the client, this is AI, and what you need to, like, if the color is white, we will maintain the white. The stars that look like galaxies, either we use an edible or paper print, or we do away with it. Explain to the client. Usembe to client, yes, because you want an order.
Na akisema stick na bado exact, you're like, you be ready to drop the client because there's no way. Do you know even a cake that you have baked even 1 year ago, uambe ufanye exactly, it might not turn out like that. So yeah, I think that is also important. And then clients should not, you know, this I've learned from Makarende yesterday. Clients should not expect instant replies.
True. You are the one who's na client akinipigia. I'm just like, I'll call back.
I think my life, and you see, when we were being asked that we discussed on the topic on how to balance life, family, and what, I'm like, I don't have a life. My business is my life.
And I told her, Sarah won't accept that conversation.
Yeah, because actually I don't know what family. If they want me, they find me in the bakery. You know,
if they want, they come to where
they come to where. If it's a friend, they come. If they want us to take a drink, we're drinking in the bakery. Like it's my life.
That is what Sarah does. But for me, I think I'm very intentional. With when I am at home. When I'm asleep, my phone is on silent. Actually, I intentionally even put them, both my work phone and my personal phone, on airplane mode, because there's a time I ever received a call from a person who wanted to inquire about a class at 2 a.m. Not even to inquire, to ask your location. Na iko kwa brochure. So, just to, because I need sleep to be able to respond to you when I'm sane and we are able to have a conversation. So why should I, even in the morning when I'm awake, jamka, my voice is still raspy, I'll call back. If I'm doing in the middle of something and it's not an emergency, you've inquired, hi, can I have a 1 kg cake? I will respond. And the same way as Wakarende says, if that order is not mine, it's not mine.
It's not mine.
Ata unge respond immediately from your 1 a.m. sleep. If it's not yours, it's not yours.
I think I've lost orders because of either, especially these are last minute orders truly. Unapata mtu anakupigia, maybe, I remember there's one time I didn't decline, I didn't pick the call. I was just so sleepy. It was around either 7:30 or 8. And I just decided, wacha sichukue simu, because me when I pick calls, now nimeamka sasa. So I decided no, so I'll call back later. Then later ananiambia, I wanted a cake but nimepata mtu mwingine, and for some reason it didn't give me grief. It was just like, it is not mine, so ni sawa, I'll move on with my life.
There's a reason why.
So I feel like that, giving them that instant reply, it gives them like venye tu umeweka systems zako. Even this fact that Wakarendi was yesterday telling us that, you see my clients, like wanaamini tu mimi lazima nikuwe na keki. Hata akitaka keki whatever time, they know I have a cake, So just systems that you place, and just try and venye tu unaanzana nao ndio mtaendelea nao. So instant replies, constant revisions. Kuna mtu atashinda akikwambia
ukifika time ukwe na working hours anaanza kusema, so ulikuwa unatu reply yanga tu hata saa 8 usiku.
So like even kuna ule mtu mwenye anataka pia ushinde ukimwambia how the progress of the cake is on Saturday, anataka Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, how's the cake, well,
baka nishaipata kama, can I come and see birthday cake na cupcakes.
So if you allow that, then that will be the system. And I feel like when you attract a certain type of client, sijui wanakujanga tu hiyo caliber, So
because mostly it's usually referrals.
So yeah.
Huyu mwambie tu, huyu anafanya hata unaweza bargain. Mimi ilikuwa 15 nikalipa 12. Huyo wa 12 anaenda kumwambia mimi nililipa, ule aliniambia 12. Nikalipa 12, mwambie tu uko na sawa. Those are the people you keep on attracting. You don't believe in yourself, so uta attract the same type of clients.
And now that one takes us to, sometimes now those are the behaviors that make you hautapata premium clients. Those are some of the behaviors, because you see, I've told you, me, a wedding client chose me because I have a price list, which hata niliona it's a very, kwani nani ana, in my head by there I was like, kwani nani ana price list. But the other baker, because baker, I think alifanya the Rorasho cake, and then me, I did the wedding cake. So when they were having the conversation, she was like, she didn't have a price list. So hata mimi nilimtumia price list yako, nikamuuliza what she can be able to make kwa hiyo price list yako. So the only cake that she said she can't make was a milky cake. And when she came to me and she's like, I chose you because of this and this, I was like, okay. And I also think it comes from you. When you start a business, there's someone you want to, kuna mtu mentor wako hata kama muongei naye, iko mtu mwenye you want, my bakery, I want it to be like this, I want to emulate this. I remember me when I started, the only thing I would emulate was Valentine Cake House. So me, I went to their price list, nikaangalia, nikaona wameka hivi. Okay. No, me, because sijafika hapo. At that time, kwanza, when you're a beginner, hata ujui costing. So I was like, competitor wangu kama anafanya na 1 kg na 3,000 na mimi sifanyangi keki, sijafika hapo, why mine is square 2K? Na sisi sijafanya costing. But you see, it guided me on how to do the pricing. And then as time goes by, you just introduce some new things. Like the main reason why I introduced my terms and conditions, because we had something with a client to rub shoulders.
Now you keep on growing, from there.
So I feel like that is why these two reasons why you don't have any premium clients.
Na ile ya na baking cakes tu nyumbani.
Hey, na wale watu wanapeananga free wedding cake tasting. Panye nitawashikia nyinyi. Panye nitawashikia, guys.
Msishikwe.
Why? Mbona unapenda bure cake? Why?
I don't know. Maybe kusimp. For lack of a better word, I'm giving you free cake. I hope you pick me. I hope for
and
me, what I do, most of the time, the clients I get for weddings, by the way, they always pay even before cake tasting. So when they come, now I include it it depends. When I'm giving you the price list or when we're discussing the prices, kuna cake tasting hapo. So if you pay the deposit before, if we agree, most of the time ni referral, so there's some who are already set. So if they pay the deposit before, cake tasting is inside. If not, if you're still looking for other bakers, I will charge you cake tasting on the side. Then when you pick me, we will deduct the cake tasting amount.
I feel I will always charge for there's that reason umepeana, wamesha already wamekulipa deposit. I think I had a bride like that last year. She had already paid, she had even decided the flavor. So when she was just coming to make Cake Studio, she just wanted to taste that specific flavor. And I even like did, it was a blueberry cake. So nikafanya like a small cake, and she was like, oh, it's nice. This is also, we are glad we chose this flavor. Then I've also experienced a baker who's like, okay, we will come and discuss the details, but I just want to book that specific date. So anakutumia like maybe 10K just to book this specific date. But at the end of the day, utapata unataka an area of 6 different flavors. So I will just have to charge you that. And especially with some premium flavors, kina fruit cake, because you see now, mtu maybe anataka fruit cake, chocolate cake, red velvet. You see those things are baked differently. It's not like you're using a one basic flavor. You see, so Mimi, I will just advise, just charge.
Na wakikata, imagine.
Hata kama unamjua. Hata kama unajua ni rafiki ya mama yako, charge.
Imagine you guys, we need to get to a place where it is okay.
Nisikwe absurd
if you don't get that order.
Yeah.
It is because sometimes we accept very bare minimum that hata wewe mwenyewe unaangalia biashara yako unasema tu aka biashara kangu, and it ties up to if you're also not proud of what you do. Because I feel like where I am right now, I have very many lawyer friends around me, because you see people who are within campus.
Yeah.
But if we ever meet, I am really proud of baking.
Yeah.
Like hata I think mkinieka kwa conference ya mahali kuna madaktari, it's because I know we can have a conversation, me and you, bado, high level conversation, and still tell you I am a baker.
Yeah.
Because I know bakers make money. There are people who make good money in baking. So there's no way utaniangalia hivi kwa sababu ya baking. No, I will not accept. Hata kama sijui vitu zingine, I will not accept to be looked down upon because I am a baker, and that is something we should carry your business here. And that's, say I am with pride.
Yeah.
You also get clients because they're like, hey, okay, you bake, sawa, I will whatever, I will get that I will get in touch. You get good corporate orders or good corporate clients. You know, from how you carry yourself and how you speak to your clients or people out there. Be confident in your craft, because your daktari hawezi bake your cake. You bake a cake a doctor cannot. Yeah, you're equally as important in your skill.
I just feel like even downplaying it to, I'm a small business. Who told you I'm a small business? Who?
True.
You know, I remember when we were having a conversation with I don't know if she sent us a meme sometime back with Emma, and she was like, men, they never, ever, waizi enda kusema, niko na kabiashara kadogo. No.
Niko na biashara.
Atasema, I am the CEO of sijui what and what. And you as a lady, you're just, and it happens. I feel like for us ladies, ndo watu wengi wanasemanga, this is a small business. It's just like a business I have. It's just, you know.
Yeah.
And I think
probably it started like that, but it gained momentum.
Yeah.
Then also you gain momentum and balance your business expectations.
Yeah. So I feel like with that, you attracting now premium clients is you having those things like contracts, policies. I mean, because the contracts are important. When it comes to even weddings, the invoices, there are corporate clients who want invoices, and they want professional ones.
We are both lawyers, but I think we need to invite a lawyer to talk to us bakers on the importance of contracts. Because there's some things bakers speak, and I'm just like, why did you accept? Client anakwambia atakupeleka ati sijui brother yake ni nani OCPD ama sijui ni OCS because umekata kumrefund pesa. And clearly
you have reminded me
because you've refused to refund. And you know,
oh my God,
a contract is even above a policeman.
Hey,
when you want policeman
umenikumbusha mambo niliyoisahau. Now you want to hey my lord, ati sasa you're calling me with your broken English
because umekata ku refund pesa anagombanishwa. And return that money. What was he even telling you?
I can't even remember. But you see, I was just like, okay, sir, when you calm down, call me back. I nikakata simu. Then akanipigia. Nikamwambia, now you calm down. Now speak to me as a learned person so that we can be able to have a conversation. I'm like, you know what? I can't have a conversation with you. I'm so sorry. Nikakata simu. Sasa nikaenda kwa sister yake nikamza, we sister, dada, nini uliambia nini brother yako? Because alikuwa anaitisha pesa ya sister yake, alituma pesa sijui. And it was just about refunding. And I'm like, me, I can't refund you money. And kwanza ananiambia, you know you are a home baker.
You think
you cannot tell
how
me
people are taking home bakers because of how many of us home bakers are carrying ourselves out there. Sasa tumekuwa generalized.
Ati now huwezi kuwa umenunua unga, huwezi kuwa umenunua print, huwezi kuwa umenunua hizo vitu zote because you're a home baker. So I was just like, hey, yani huyo mtu, but
and she had already explained to the person who paid.
Yes.
And they had already agreed on the way forward.
Yes. So the person, this is like the brother is the one mwenye alikuwa ananunua keki, the sister is the one who alikuwa ananunua. So the sister paid. The sister was like, my brother will not be around, can you refund me the money? I was like, no, we don't refund money here. What happens is you can,
because she had already read the terms.
Yes, what we do ni the next order that you utamake ndio tutapush your pesa hapo. Akozile za like, okay, sawa. So then I don't understand where the brother was coming in. I think he wanted just to maybe talk to me in a very rude way and intimidate me, but you cannot intimidate me. So we went on even on a shouting match, and I told him, if you think you can shout, I can shout louder than you, because he was just shouting. And eventually I told the sister, I'm like, your brother called me, he's very rude about this money, and I thought we had talked about it. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry about it. It's okay, I understood your side of the story. And I was just like, and then unaanza kunitishia. Aki unajua unatishia nani? I already have
instances we refund. Actually, it's not that we don't refund.
And in fact, maybe kama angeniongelesha vizuri hata ninge maybe refund. Maybe it was on a good day. I remember that day, like, yani aliniharibia mood in a very bad way. But unanitisha na polisi na tuko na cake cop.
Imagine cake cop.
Unakubali cake cop hapa. Unanitisha na niko na I am an advocate myself.
You have your terms and conditions. We have our contract. I showed the client. She agreed to it. Don't let people push you. It's very important to have these terms and conditions.
It's the same. Oh, you reminded me. It's the same way. There's a certain TikTok video that went really viral, and that lady was like, pull that TikTok video. It was me repairing the cake. Pull that TikTok video down, because you cannot be that mean. You're talking about my daughter's birthday cake like that. I didn't even talk. I just pushed my terms and conditions. And she went on like, apana, but you see, bado uli. I'm like, was there any photo on that cake? No. My terms and conditions has said your cake can be used on any of my social media platforms, and you agreed to it. Number 3, according to the easy laws zilikuja, Data Protection Act, surely it is only, I cannot only post if it has your maybe your child's face or you know those personal details. But right now there's no personal detail. Kama mtoto anaitwa Anne, how many children are called Anne? So, and after that now explaining, and she's so, I knew the laws, she just went quiet. So I'm just like, please don't come and intimidate me. I suffered 7 years in law school. Please don't come and intimidate me.
We will bring lawyers to speak to us about importance of contracts. Even your price list at the bottom should have terms and conditions, so that when the client anapata your price list akubaliane nayo before order keki, in case of anything, at least they saw it, just to protect you whenever a client anachukua keki anasikia And I saw a lady who sent a cake to Ali misplaced H. Alichukua cake 11 a.m. The cake was to be cut in the evening. They didn't talk. They didn't say anything from 11 a.m. to the time of cutting the cake. They didn't tell her anything. The next day, 9 p.m. is when she wants a refund.
Because of the H.
And then, you know, the client was trying, the baker was trying to tell the client, you had so much time in between. I wish you told me. I would have come
with the, you know,
and change. And I would be able to do something within the time before you cut the cake. I accept my mistake, and I'm offering you a discount on your next order. The client was like, no, I want a refund. she said she knows how to handle it. So I don't know how she was going to handle it. But you see, such things it's important to have
those policies. By the way, when you just send the policies and they see, especially when you know your craft, you know it inside and out, you know how to deal with it in the perfect way. And especially if you know the laws, by the way, it's very important.
And they're not actually kuogopa the word laws. They're not complex. For bakers, they're very niche. They're very niche. So you might find there are 10 to 12 that you really need to understand so that you are able to even defend yourself. Because there's a baker who this baker was giving a story on how alipelekea client town akachelewa but not a lot ati sana kupatana na client akachukua keki na akamwambia, akaanza kumshautia archives, umeniweka sana, after wametembea kutoka sijui wapi hadi archives mali anapanda mat, anaanza kumshautia archives ati ataki kulipa balance. And then the girl was like, it's me, sikutaka drama, nikaenda.
I will shout at mimi kwanza sasa mimi ndo shouting.
Afadhali niende nipe watoto chokora hizo.
I will address me,
lazima to learn.
Yeah, it's just important
our rights as a baker, because kila mtu wendo umebake hiyo keki. Kama utaki kulipa balance, wacha niende na keki basi. And as a baker, I feel like you'd rather give out that cake than give a client keki aende nayo mwenye amekataa kukulipa balance. If I'm wrong, tell me. Why would you ati nikawacha tu aende nayo ati Mungu atamlipa? Saa zingine Mungu anatakanga umlipe hapo. Ako busy analipisha zingine. Mlipishie tu hapo. Because I'd rather gonga that box like this. Acha yanguke.
You lose. Totally. And you see now, okay, these things, inafanya saa zingine, in as much as you want to separate yourself with the business, you realize you're dealing as cake cop, not Sharon. Saa zingine inashindwa sasa ku draw the line. Like now, ukiniongelesha in a way that no, it is so rude, inakuwa hapana.
Did I tell you the policy who akunilipa balance? Alafu akanisimamisha siku moja hapa kwa gari. Ati madam, umefanya wrong turn. Nimwambia uko na deni yangu.
Remember.
And I said it before other policies, and I was ready because I even saved his like sijawahi umwana police na najua ni venye siwezi kuja kwako huko kwa police station huko ndani, but you know, and then coincidentally I get you unanisimamisha, I've done a wrong turn, nimefanya wrong turn, yes, but ile deni yangu ndio bribe yako.
So anyway, also something we were talking with Sharon is that when you still do a mediocre job and you're expecting the pay equal high,
the same conversation you were having on your TikTok.
Stop doing mediocre jobs, guys. Wachaneni nayo, because the more you do a mediocre job, hakuna siku enye iyo pesa maybe if somebody, you know, some people 1 kg wanacharging 7K. And I want to
believe, that is why you wonder, how are you charging 7K and I'm charging cheaper and people are complaining.
And it's more of the mediocre. Usifikirie ile skill ulikuwa nayo ukianza ndio bado una maintain. Haujai invest in any class, you have not invested in any research, and you still do a mediocre. Like, I mean, seriously, bado nitasema mimi what bakers come for me, but mimi if you give out a cake that has cracks, that's a mediocre job. If you
bake fruit or vanilla cake,
unaweka cocoa, sijui unaweka
na anataka wewe mwenye unalipisha chocolate cake 3,500 zikuwe the same. Atachukua price list yako, atumie price list yako, fruit cake yake ni vanilla yenye amerusha ndani raisins.
And you see, I saw people on the comment section saying, you know, it's the client, maybe client afiki bei ya rich fruit cake. Mtengeneze
fruit cake. Si lazima hata me I have a light fruit cake and rich fruit cake. Kama uweze fikia bei ya rich fruit cake, tutakutengenezea light, but still my light fruit cake is not vanilla with raisins. No.
And for me,
it's not a spice cake.
What I did is I just decided, by the way, maneno ya light, medium, sujui nini, I just decided, by the way, niliamua tu, kama unta fruit cake, wacha tu tuende ile fruit cake tu moja. And from then on, anyone who wants to have a fruit cake, by the way, they just see the price. Especially mtu mwenye anajua fruit cake, akiona hiyo bei kwa zile za like ina make sense. Na mtu mwenye anataka na maybe aone bei next, anachangingi. Anasema, oh, it's a bit pricey, can we do maybe another
even
thing?
Give them options.
You're like, okay, yeah, let's do this and this. Or badala kufanya fruit cake mzima, we fanya vanilla, layers of vanilla and fruit cake basi, because also fruit cake doesn't give hype. So I'm just giving you options that will be a bit. I've
seen a baker who bakes vanilla cake, alafu ana melt chocolate and a drip ndani, and she's like, our chocolate cake has real chocolate, but madam, chocolate cake, the one that we are following was not chocolate.
I'm tired.
Maybe if you're making chocolate fudge, but otherwise we have so many, by the way, we have so many discussions. We've always wanted to invite someone who's very knowledgeable on like flavors, feelings.
Kama mnamjua comment hapo.
But we really need to up our game. If munasemanga, Nigerians wako in another world of nini. Do you see how those people invest in their red velvet and chocolate cake? They are always very guarded with their, not guarded in terms of sharing information, but the quality of cakes they try and give. Like you can see how luscious their chocolate and red velvets are. And wewe hapa unataka kumwagilia cocoa kwa vanilla na ucharge bado 35.
I just feel like when you learn, not hatujuangi hizi vitu zote. We don't know all these things. When we started baking, personally when I started baking, I didn't know how a chocolate cake is supposed to be made. I think kuna client, maybe hata client ilikuwa mimi, because I remember it was my birthday and I did the cocoa thing and I did my own things. I didn't know any what thing, but I was very intentional on how is a proper chocolate cake done, how is a proper red velvet. I remember telling Sharon, nina struggle na red velvet. You remember me how many recipes I did?
Yeah.
Akina wale wanya nilifanya zile red velvet za kitambo, poleni, but bado sijaifanya vanilla, nimeweka red food coloring. I was just trying to, a very good recipe, but eventually nikapata a good recipe. It takes time. It takes you throwing cakes. It takes you trying, researching and all that. And I don't know, maybe mtu akuja tuambie, mimi sijaisikia mtu mwenye amenunua recipe na ikawaka.
Most of them don't.
I've never had. But
I also saw someone selling a recipe and their cakes are sunken. So I was wondering, is this the same recipe you're selling to people? I would prefer someone to come to class and learn the techniques, because you might take the recipe but you don't know the technique of working on that recipe.
I remember a student aliwahi niambia ati yeye alinunua recipe na hata ikukuwa na instructions. So what was she supposed to do with it?
Fondant kwanza.
Yeah, what was she supposed to do?
How are you going to?
Yeah, but try and work on your skill, on those things. As tulikuwa tunasema, sasa ikifika point umeona your baking umelearn enough na ukubali corrections. Nikikuja kwa bakery ya Sharon nikule keki and I'm like, I feel like it's a bit dry, of course I'll correct with love and say it. Have you ever tried this nini. Kubali, usisemange inakuanga hivyo, and trust you me, if mimi panye niko sahi, it is just because of the many bakers around me who tell me this is what it's supposed to be done. This is
like yesterday we had an epitome moment of knowledge, and I really liked mahali tumefika sahi. We can actually, because you said you tasted
baking soda,
a cake that tasted soapy.
Yeah.
And I thought she said she puts baking soda. So if she puts baking soda and alkalinized cocoa, those are two alkaline. Hakuna venye zinasetoliana. So it's going to be very soapy. And I was like,
nimekuwa
chemist.
Yeah.
It gets to a place in baking now, you need to understand your ingredients.
Yes.
Yeah. So sometimes utapata recipe, unaangalia hivi recipe online and you're like, wacha nianze. But because you're learning, it's expected you'll get such.
Yeah.
But it gets to a time, mimi say I look at a recipe and I'm like, this will work, this won't work. Because sometimes watu unaangalia mtu amekuandikia baking soda, baking powder, and there's no alkaline to balance. Any acid to balance the alkaline whatever your baking soda. So clearly hiyo kitu inaenda kukua fail, So it's important to try recipes with time. With time, give yourself time. You now start learning. Hata unaangalia TV recipe, you say, I'll use this or I won't use this, I'll use this. Yeah, because even probably the method.
Yeah, you have to invest in. At the end of the day, we usually say you use money to get money.
Money, true.
Yeah. So yeah, Sharon.
So as we wind down, we have bakers who behave badly.
Bebe, Sharon alianza na disclaimer. alisema we know it's going to rub you wrong.
It is going to rub inaweza kuwa na discourse.
Yes.
But sometimes we need to speak about the uncomfortable. We're not perfect. Maybe even us, there are things we behave badly in. But we learn and you move on quickly. Yeah. And by badly, we don't mean physically, like you are doing bad things. In regards to baking, things like no communication or delivery. Sometimes I do deliver cakes late. I know need to deliver a cake late, but I need to communicate to my client.
It's important to communicate.
Just tell the client this cake will be late because of this and this and this. There are some things you need to do in the morning on a cake. Because ukifanya usiku, either kama edible print ita melt, ama keki unajua keki ita crack, ama you need to redo something. So just inform the client. Kwanza kama ni last minute, just tell the clients the cake might be late because I need to order this and this and this that way.
And sometimes
kuliko kwambia client anakwambia I need a cake ni 10. Can I get a cake by 2? Yes. Inafika 2 ndio sasa keki unangangana ifanye ipoya. Sijui nini. No communication actually. So bakers who don't communicate, that is bad manners. Communicate to your clients, because even me, I feel like if I'm expecting anything, maybe from a baking shop, and something is going to be late, if they tell me on time, then I'm able to plan myself around their time. So it's important to communicate if deliveries are late, if something has gone wrong and you need to rectify, if probably it's a late night order and ume notice vanilla yako imeisha, uko na orange, communicate to the client, mwambie unfortunately my vanilla imeisha, nime notice sahi, is it okay if I change the flavor to this flavor? Kuliko ifikie client mwambie sasa nili notice jana usiku vanilla ilikuwa imeisha, sasa mimi nikaamua tu, alafu upate apendi orange, labda uko na orange na passion, she would prefer passion. So just tell the client, communicate any mishaps or any delays or any changes to the client. It minimizes a lot of friction later on, and also just brings back. It brings us back to customer service.
Very important. Haya, imeik Sharon hii imesumbua Sharon.
Ni mimi peke yake nasumbulia.
No, because I think you share a lot. You're like, this one. Why are you sharing people's cakes?
Alafu huwezi fanya.
Mbona? Why are you sharing Pinterest cakes
on your status?
No, there's that inspiration. There's more of inspiration, but like on your page, and you were passing
like literally
yours, and you are literally like unaiweka inatudanganya. Unatudanganya atini yako. Don't, because at the end of the day, huyo client atakuja sema nataka hii, and you cannot be able to deliver it. Then hapo ndo uanze kuambia what I ordered versus what I got. Squeezy bakers mnafanyanga hivi na hivi. I remember
I've actually seen bakers who post Pinterest. Their whole page is Pinterest. Even their work, because if you see a Kenyan work, not siko ubaya, not even in a bad way, but because you know some of these products are not hatuna vitu zingine in our market, we will know. So you always, I would want to hear some of these clients, because mimi nimeorder hii keki yenye inakaa ship, mbona umeniletea inakaa viatu? Why is the difference? Another chonga keki, you know? And sometimes clients actually, because me I picture, if I want a whisk and you bring for me something very different from a whisk, I'm like, but I wanted a whisk. You said you'd get me a whisk. So where's the problem? And people are very okay to not be happy or by what you do, because why would you take an order that you wouldn't? I feel like it's also your nini of missing out. Unaona hauna do, unataka do. Kwanza ndio wenye unaamua kufanyia content, alafu inatokea opposite. I feel like there are instances I feel like, okay, I cannot be able to do a kiondo cake. Aki ninajua siwezi. So what I will do, in fact, is maybe I ask someone who truly knows how to make a kiondo. Can we make it together? Then I know how much are you going to charge me? We will make it together so that I can learn the skill. There's that part. There are people who will not want to pay that. So there's
that one part. then there is the other one, because maybe ujui kila kitu, but
so this is about taking orders you can't handle, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's that part, yeah, you can take an order that ukiambiwa mimi nataka odenye nakaa tian na uwezi tengeneza tian, then just look for someone. There are gurus who knows how to do these things.
And then people who actually do that. You just look for, I don't know how to make this thing. I'll get Sarah who knows how to make it. I tell her, please come, I have this order. Together. Take it as a learning. Chukua hiyo pesa umelipwa kama nusu yake iko ya kufunzwa. Because if you pay me to come and teach you how to make a kiondo, I won't charge you as much as coming to class.
Because maybe
and I also understand that this is a client's order and you'd like to learn.
Yeah.
Nitakufunza tu, like I'll make it as you watch and but please musikuje. I know people.
No, but they will pay. For example, like if someone,
it depends on how you approach someone actually.
Yes. And also if somebody is willing to pay, you know, like I feel like I've never gone to that. This Jfika your point I will need, because mimi kwanza nahepanga hizo structural kicks.
In fact, that is what I share. Alafu client akishakubali ndo I'm like, guy,
sasa ulikuwa unafanya. But Sharon, ukimwambia ni monkey, Sharon will make sure it's a monkey.
I will ngangana.
She will ngangana. But me, ndachia kwa tail. Ndaanza kwanza kwa tail.
Let me tell you, when I get those cakes that really excite me, because I sense the client said they want. Do you know I get sleepless nights for almost a week?
Really?
A week too.
Sharon wongo.
Honestly, baka naota. Because like this coffee cake, do you know how many nights I kept on dreaming about that coffee cake? How am I going to make it?
But you never basi hauoneshangi hivyo, because the many times I'm like, kwanza ile siku yenyewe ulikuwa unachukua ile
siku ya kufanya nimeota mpaka nimetengeneza. Probably I think I practice in my dreams.
Because ile siku ulipewa ile keki ya ilitangwa ile ya kuteremka. What is the name?
Suspended. That one I didn't sleep so many nights.
No, you know when you called me and you're like, I have this. I was so excited. I was like, if you need me, I'll calm down. And Sharon was so calm and collected. And I was like, am I the problem? Because if it were me,
I had to make a chuma, a longer one.
Ningefanya ya kupractice.
Sera practice kwanza kando actually. But for me, I'm that type of a person.
So also that is another thing you can try. If you know you cannot be able to do something, then practice before.
The same exact thing.
Yeah. Try even with like a small cake. Because remember there's a time we were experimenting on the fondant cake kama inaweza kwa fridge. And let me tell you, I practiced on that cake. I was like,
you made a practice cake?
Yes.
We made practice on whatever needs to stay.
Like I have to make sure that this cake inye nime practice nione venye ikikaa kwa fridge. Kwanza you know I did it ile tu nikaeka kwa fridge kwanza. Because I remember the person who taught me fondant aliniambia our fondant cake can stay in the fridge. And I was like fine. So nikaeka kwa fridge. Kwa fridge ikatoka, of course ikasweat. Eka cornstarch nini nikairudisha to its very natural form. Tena nikasema now I have learned there's kufunga towel, but I don't want to funga the towel. I'm imagining if you have 10 cakes, sasa utafunga towel. No, like a maybe kitchen towel
serviette.
No, kuna hiyo kitchen towel, ufunika with kitchen towel, then
toke na mauzi.
Sasa ndio mimi I was like, even if I have 10 cakes, no. So I was like, no, let me do this. Let me funga with clean film. Nikafunika kabisa venye hiyo keki hakuna venye ingefanya anything, na nikaingiza ndani ya box na nikaeka kwa fridge. Asubuhi nikaacha itho, it was perfect. It's like, So if I ever need to, because and my issue was because nilikuwa nimenoticingi every time nikikata cake ya wedding, it used to just have a very weird, I don't know, texture. Not texture, ilikuwa na kama ni kitu inaharibika. Na taste hiyo keki. So I'm like, nimetest keki iko sawa. Hata naangalia faces za watu, muniambie there's something wrong. People are like, okay, they're okay, but mimi naona kuna kitu. So I'm like, is it the joto? Is it the SMBC? Ndio baadaye nikakuja kurealize I feel like my cakes zinakaa nje sana other than So like imagine I'm decorating, nafanyanga most of the ganache on Wednesday. So I'll ganache on Wednesday, so itakaa nje Wednesday. Thursday niweke fondant ikae nje. Friday maybe nifanye the last minute things. Then Saturday ndio siku ya kukatwa. So unaona 3 days and it's SMPC and maybe kuna joto and what not. So from that day I decided all my cakes after nimeganash zinaenda kwa fridge. So from that day I didn't experience that, and I made sure I'm also making fresh batch of SMBC. I know I have good SMBC in my fridge, but let it be used
for wedding
for birthday cakes. But for wedding cakes, let me just use
fresh batch.
Ndio nijue what was the problem, you know. So you can always practice, or you choose to look for someone mwenye atakusaidia if you see it's a complex thing yenye uwezi, na ingine ukiona uwezi kabisa achana nayo.
True.
You know? Yeah. So that is it for customer service. Yeah, we know Sharon already gave a disclaimer. We were not attacking anyone. We just want we said we want to transform the baking.
All of us.
Yes, and we want to transform the baking industry to be something that people respect, people acknowledge, people see what you do, and with that it's only for us to upskill. Hakuna kwenda chini.
Hakuna atuachi mtu chini.
Atuachi, whether you like it or not. Yes. Yeah. So that's it for today. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, engage, share. Remember to also check out our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Spotify. You can watch when you're driving, when you are baking. Yes. Till next time.
See you on the next one.
Bye.